Nintendo recently dropped a lot of new gameplay for the new game Super Mario Wonder. The game looks amazing and has a lot of new awesome features, enemies, power-ups and other gameplay mechanics. For this video, I attempted to recreate some of the coolest features of the game in my own fan game, Super Smashy Maker. Before we continue, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let's go! One of the new big things in Super Mario Wonder is the Wonder effect, which can have a lot of different outcomes. The one I liked very much is the one where Mario becomes this huge Spikeball and can destroy almost anything in his path. My spriters team did awesome work again by remaking him, as you can tell, so I gave him the spinning animation, which at first was way too fast, but afterwards I made him roll smoothly over the ground. I also made him able to jump, which I assume would also be possible in Super Mario Wonder. This big Spikeball Mario is also able to destroy certain blocks by simply touching them, so I added that destructive behavior as well. Next to that, I added some break particles for more detail. This ability makes him able to reach areas normal Mario would not be able to get to get some shiny golden and purple coins. Awesome! Another cool Wonder effect is the one where he basically becomes a balloon. I thought this would not be hard to recreate, as it's very similar to the P-Balloon power-up we know from Super Mario Maker 2, so I used this awesome balloon sprite and started adding the movement code. First I made him move horizontally, and then vertically with a bit of smooth starting and stopping. As you can see, Mario does not turn to the right direction yet, so I fixed it. At first it looked very snappy, but later on I was able to make it look a bit smoother. Now, Mario can fly to unreachable places to get even more gold, or to the stars. Also really quickly, if you're enjoying the video so far, it would be awesome if you could subscribe, as only 15% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. It would help me out a lot. Super Mario Wonder also gave us 3 brand new power-ups, one of which is the Bubble Flower. Once equipped, Mario can spawn in bubbles to use to his advantage. Here, you can see what the Bubble Flower and Bubble Mario look like in the SMB1 style. In my opinion, it looks pretty good. In the gameplay, we can see that the Bubble Flower actually spawns inside a bubble. Let's add that here too. There we go. That was pretty easy and looks quite good. Whenever Mario picks up this new power-up, a small visual bubble effect is displayed behind him. I felt like I had to recreate this too, so I did. It also makes Mario hover in the air for a brief moment, after which he can continue his adventures once more. One of Bubble Mario's abilities obviously is to spawn in bubbles. For the recreation, I made the bubble grow like this, after which they begin to hover up and down. They can be fired both left and right. And of course, they can be jumped on, which breaks the bubble. Now, Mario can reach places that would previously have been inaccessible. There probably is a limit to how many bubbles you can shoot in Super Mario Wonder, so I probably should change that. But hey, at least it creates a cool looking effect. The other thing these bubbles can do is killing enemies. If the bubble comes into contact with them, they get sucked into the bubble, which turns them into a shiny coin. Let's test it out with a Goomba. Cool, it works. Now we can pop the balloon and collect the coin turned Goomba. Poor Goomba though, you're worth more than a single coin to me. I might recreate the other power-ups in a part 2, so don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see that. Super Mario Wonder also introduced these new purple coins. There are 3 variations. Small ones which grant you an amount of 1, big ones that grant you an amount of 10, and also mini ones that only give you an amount of 0.1. As I already added normal coins to Super Smashy Maker, adding these in wasn't too difficult. I just had to swap out the animations. For the small and mini ones, I swapped out these animations for these, to make them resemble the original coins more, as they don't spin. Now, Mario can collect purple coins in the SMB style as well. Awesome. Sometimes I wonder if Mario needs someone to talk to after his stressful days and adventures. I know a lot of people do, and that's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days. I myself often struggle with anxious feelings and have had quite some personal challenges throughout my life which have been hard to solve alone. One of those was being very lonely during the COVID pandemic. With a therapist, I was able to talk about my problems without feeling judged for even 1 second. Simultaneously, my therapist and I were able to make me feel way better. It's very easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. Just follow the link in my description. Not only will it help support my channel, but you'll also get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. And because therapy is similar to dating, if you don't fit well with a certain therapist, you can easily switch to a new one without additional cost or anything like that. So, if you're struggling with anxiety like me, or anything else, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/smashy. Thank you BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Now let's continue. Super Mario Wonder added the brand new badges system, which makes playing the game a lot more fun. The first one I recreated is the safety bounce, where instead of instantly dying when touching lava, you bounce off of it and get another chance. Depending on your speed and how long you keep the jump button pressed, your jump height of the lava will differ, just like when you jump off of an enemy. Once you've bounced to the lava 1 time, the safety bounce feature gets removed and you can die to the hazardous liquid again. So watch out. Another badge feature I was quickly able to remake was invisibility. Why? because I simply had to uncheck this box in Unity. Now, Mario is invisible but can still do everything he would normally be able to do. This includes running and jumping, but also collecting coins or killing enemies. The next badge feature I remade is the crouching high jump. If you duck long enough, it will give you the ability to do a super jump. This works like SMB2 Mario in Super Mario Maker 2, so I coded in that if Mario crouches for at least 1 second while touching the ground, he will be able to perform this mega jump. Alright, maybe not this mega. Let's make it a bit lower. Yes, that's way better. For extra detail, I quickly added in a small prototype effect which lets you know that the crouch jump has been charged. Another badge was the coin magnet, which makes coins in Mario's vicinity home in on him, so they are easier to collect. This feature was quite easy to remake, so now whenever Mario comes within around 2 to 3 tiles of a coin, it gets attracted to Mario. This doesn't only function for normal coins, but also for big coins. And as seen in the trailer, the purple coins aren't excluded for this badge feature either. Cool. The last badge I recreated is the parachute cap. If this badge is active, Mario can float for a little while to break his fall. For this, I simply used one sprite. Whenever Mario starts falling down, he starts using his iconic hat as a parachute and it looks pretty good. Obviously, he falls down way slower by doing this, which can give him more horizontal distance. If he lands, he goes back to normal behavior. And because it is SMB1, his sprite does not turn around until he lands again. The game also introduced us to some brand new enemies, like the Hoppy Cats. These enemies are basically just reskinned Skipsqueaks and jump whenever Mario jumps. I had some pretty good sprites for these in the SMB1 style. The first thing I did was make him jump, but as you can tell it didn't go very well here. So I altered his jumping height a bit and eventually settled with this, which looked pretty accurate to Super Mario Wonder. I also gave him a cool jumping animation for more dynamics. Then I realized a bit too late that they fall down quite slowly, so I changed that too. This does look way better though. Sadly, these enemies cannot be jumped on as I have spikes on top of them. Another enemy I remade was the melon piranha plant. These variants of the normal piranha plant spit melon seeds upwards, 5 to be exact. With these sprites I went to work and quickly got done with the animations. Then I made them spit the seeds, but only one at first to see if it actually worked well. I had a small bug where he started shooting one every frame, which looked like a deadly laser. When that was fixed, I made him spit 5 seeds consecutively. Looks cool, right? These seeds can be used for platforming as they can be jumped off of, so Mario can reach great heights if he wishes to. The last thing I quickly remade are these colorful ground tiles. Nothing too special about them on their own, but I still wanted to show it, as it will make stages a lot more bright and happy in my opinion. Later, I will also add these enemies that eat these blocks. That's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know if I should make a part 2 with more cool recreations. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.